The shocking truth about the narcissist's real feelings. Hello lovelies, welcome to narcfreeformula. My name's Freedom, thanks for joining me. Alright, let's jump straight into this. You would be shocked if you actually knew what the narcissist was feeling about you or in relation to you. Most people think that, that other people feel, the same way we do. That they love like we do, and that they get hurt like we get hurt, and that they feel the same, kind of range of emotions. This couldn't be further from the truth. When it comes to the narcissist, it's almost like they're kind of the polar opposite. They do learn, obviously, how to mirror our emotions, feelings, and behaviors. So they might appear to feel the same way as we do, so when we're being all loving towards them, they will reflect that back to us. But they're not doing it because they feel that way. They're doing it because when they act that way, they get a certain react and response from you, i.e. you gush fuel. You give them so much energy and attention and, so freely. It comes so freely. So that works, essentially. That worked for the narcissist, so they'll do it again. But in regards to actually how they really are feeling about you, that's, like I said, it's another thing altogether. Let's just break it down. The main emotions that narcissists will be feeling are things like anger. They are very easily triggered because of their low self-esteem and their this kind of belief. They've got this low self-esteem combined with the belief that they are special and that therefore they deserve special treatment. And when they don't receive it, or if you're, as the partner, you expect equality, in the narcissist's mind, that's an insult. How dare you? You're not equal. In their mind, you're not equal to them at all. They are superior. And you are not. So for you trying to get, equality in a relationship with them, like I said, that triggers off this, sense of entitlement. Narcissists are very entitled. They think that they should have what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and there should be no repercussions whatsoever for any of their bad behavior. So when, for example, for a lot of narcissists who show signs of being jealous, jealousy is an interesting one because they can act jealous about someone and then also try and get that person's attention. So, for example, they might get jealous about you talking to their friend, right? You were talking to their friend and their friend was laughing and you're having a great old conversation. Now the narcissist got triggered, their jealousy and rage got triggered by this conversation. But, in a normal person's mind, you would think that they would be concerned about, losing their partner. But essentially what the narcissist is more concerned about is that their partner is the one that's getting their attention. In their mind, their best friend and their best friend's attention should be on them as the bestie, not as you, the partner. So they're jealous of the best friend, and they're also jealous that you are giving energy and attention to someone else, and that you're doing it publicly, and that you're, showing some kind of allegiance to that person. So there's these like weird subplots that they have going in their mind or subconscious. They're just really aware of everyone's loyalties, where everyone stands essentially, and they always want to be the person who has the most control, is the most dominant, has everyone looking up to them. And like I said, if you're not in any way, if you're letting them down in any way, that really annoys them, so they get annoyed with you. But then they also have to devalue you in their mind, so they start imagining things like, well, I don't really want her anyhow. If she's gonna flirt with this bloke in front of me, then he can have her. Like, they deserve each other. I'm better than them. This is all, like I said, just imaginings in the narcissist's head. But as for the feelings, like I said, this kind of betrayal, they feel betrayed, that you've done something wrong. And you can accidentally do anything. Literally, you can accidentally betray them, in their mind by things so basic as, like, I don't know, maybe you forgot an important work thing that they had on, or maybe one of your sisters got sick and you had to go and, drop off some soup and spend some time, helping her with the kids at her place or something. Now that, in and of itself, in a normal, healthy relationship, that would be no big deal, because that's what family do and that's how we support each other. But to the narcissist, that's you showing allegiance above and beyond them, showing allegiance to your sister. And that, once again, like I said, feels like a betrayal. So they resent you. This is another common feeling, resentment. They resent you for doing things for other people, for being happy. They resent any kind of accomplishments that you have, any achievements that you get at work. If you, just say you got promoted, that kind of thing, the narcissist resents you for. And the thing is, although at the time they might not be in a position where they can say anything about it, they'll put it in this little naughty or nice list that they carry around in their mind. They will remember, right? They will remember. And at some point in the future, when you have a fight, they will say about how you think you are so much better than them since you got your promotion. How you're just so high and mighty. Like I said, they hang on to these things. They keep a little running tally. In fact, I'm going to link a video here about the naughty or nice list. That's what I call it. So, insecure, jealous, betrayed. What else? Narcissists have issues. Really, that's probably the politest way of putting it. They really do have issues. And the thing is, as I said, more often than not, you won't know what's going on with them because they wear a mask. But, although the exterior might be calm, the interior and what's going on inside is not. And like I said, if they think that you have betrayed them, or if you've done something that's disappointed them, or they're feeling resentful towards you, there will be payback for that. They have to balance the scales. You may never know how they did it. It could be something, for example, a narcissist would get a kick out of using the bathroom, not washing their hands, and then putting their hands in your food, or spitting in your food, or ejaculating in your shampoo. These are the kinds of things that narcissists do that only they know about. So they get a kick out of knowing that you think you're so high and mighty with your new promotion, and then having a laugh that you're going off to work every morning after shampooing your hair. These are the kinds of things. Like I said, these people are really disordered, and they do things outside of societal norms. So when you hear me saying that, you'd be like, oh my God, no one ever does that kind of thing. Yes, narcissists do that kind of thing. This is the whole point. They are disordered. They're deeply resentful. They're all about that payback. They don't like being laughed at. They've got really, really they're really, really thin-skinned, Things affect them. Even though they look hard and resilient on the outside, things affect them, and they will get payback. They will do things that you don't know about. You'll just be wondering why all of a sudden they've gone from silent, rageful to then being, either wanting to have sex with you again, or, being happy and they're smiling, and you say, what are you so happy about? Oh, nothing. They love the keeping of the secrets. So I think, I really do think that the way we imagine, I think that what we think about other people and how they think, compared to the reality of what's actually going on inside the narcissist's mind and reality, really is, like I said, so far removed. It is shocking. It is shocking. And it's when we look back at it and we realize, you know, what we've put up with, it makes you wonder, you know, how did we not see, you know. But for me personally, I always felt all this stuff. You know, at the time I couldn't figure it out, but I always felt it. And it's just in hindsight now that I can actually, with that time and distance, look back at it all and piece the bits and pieces together, and actually realize that, you know, that the person that I thought I was with was very different to the actual reality. Plus, also, I had the benefit of hindsight through, I had an old mobile phone of his that he hadn't logged out of, and it had access to all of his latest Facebook messages, people that he'd been talking to, people that he'd been emailing, bloody groups, you know, kind of online meetup places and stuff, you know, where he had profiles. I had access to all of that after we'd separated. And so for me, like I said, that gave me the best insight into what was actually going on, you know, because he said one thing to me and then I could see all this other stuff going on. So on one hand, he was trying to pretend, you know, that he was really, really happy with the new supply. And yet there he was, literally in the, you know, Lecanto and all those kind of dating apps, looking for someone. So it just goes to show that the way they show up in the world is very different to the way they actually are. They have a very big secret life. In fact, I might even do a video about this. All right, I'm going to link it here. Thanks for listening. Bye.